feed your cat sausage from the table, or maybe treat her to some milk. Well, I have some news for you, and it's not very tasty. Bueno. Some foods that seem completely harmless to us can actually be poisonous to cats. And in this video, I'll show you 5 dangerous foods you should never ever give your furry friend. Eat and stick around until the end. I'll share one especially sneaky item that people somehow think is healthy. You're going to be surprised. Wunj and cats aren't just tiny humans. Their bodies work very differently. What's safe and tasty for us can cause poisoning, liver problems, or even death for a cat. It's important to know, even a tiny bite of something off limits can be harmful. And no, but she loves it is not an excuse. Cats can crave things that are bad for them, just like kids and chocolate. Chocolate isn't just a treat, it's a real danger for cats. A lot of pet owners think, what's the worst that could happen if my cat just licks a bit of chocolate? But the truth is, it's very risky. Chocolate contains a substance called theobromine. It's completely safe for humans, but toxic to cats. Even a small amount can cause vomiting, diarrhea, a racing heartbeat, seizures, and in severe cases, it can be fatal. The darker the chocolate, the more dangerous it is. Bittersweet and dark chocolate, as well as cocoa powder, are especially harmful. Even if your cat doesn't eat the chocolate itself, licking the wrapper or a tiny spot left on the table is already a risk. Here's a common myth that people still believe. My cat has eaten chocolate before and was fine. The truth is, the toxic effects can build up over time. What didn't cause problems once could be deadly next time. The safest choice? Don't take the risk. If you want to treat your cat, stick to special cat treats, not your chocolate. Milk isn't as good for cats as cartoons make it seem. You've probably seen it in movies and cartoons. A cat happily lapping up a bowl of milk. But the reality is quite different. Most adult cats are lactose intolerant, which means they can't properly digest the sugar found in milk. So what happens after a bowl of milk? Often, cats experience bloating, diarrhea, stomach pain, and sometimes even dehydration. This is especially dangerous for kittens that have already been weaned. Did you know? Like humans, cats are born with the enzyme lactase, which helps digest milk sugar, but as they grow older, their bodies produce less and less of it. That's why a kitten can handle milk, but an adult cat usually can't. But milk is pure and healthy, right? Unfortunately, that doesn't hold true for cats. Even a small lick of cream from the table can upset their stomach. What's the solution? If you want to treat your cat with milk, go for specially made lactose-free milk for cats, which you can find at pet stores. Onions and garlic, even cooked, are poison for cats. You might think, what's the big deal? A bit of onion or garlic in a sauce won't really affect the cat, right? But for cats, onions, garlic, and their relatives, like green onions, chives, and leeks, are deadly. Why? They contain compounds called disulfides and sulfoxides that destroy a cat's red blood cells, causing hemolytic anemia. This means the blood can't carry oxygen properly, and the cat may start struggling to breathe, become lethargic, and lose its appetite. Even if the onion or garlic is cooked or part of a dish, the toxic substances remain. Foods to watch out for: homemade meals with sauces, leftovers from stewed or braised meat, seasoned broths, baby food. It often contains onion powder. And yes, just one bite can be too much. Cats vary in their sensitivity, but their reaction to these foods can be severe. What should you do? Simply don't feed your cat any human food unless you're sure it's safe. Better to be safe than to be rushing to an emergency vet in the middle of the night. Bones, especially cooked ones, are more dangerous than they seem. It might seem logical. Wild cats chew on bones, so a pet cat can too, right? But no, especially when it comes to cooked bones, chicken, fish, pork, or any others. Why? Cooking makes bones brittle and sharp like needles. They can easily splinter into tiny shards that can get stuck in the throat or esophagus, pierce the intestines, cause internal bleeding or peritonitis, and you might not even realise your cat ate something dangerous. until it's too late. Cats that steal food from the table or scavenge leftovers are at the highest risk. Many owners feed their cats cooked chicken and accidentally give them a bone along with the meat. Common myth. My cat's always chewed bones, never had a problem. Unfortunately, it only takes one bad break for things to turn deadly. So, what should you do? Feed your cat boneless meat only. And if they like to chew, get a safe chew toy designed for cats from a pet store. Alcohol and caffeine, even tiny amounts, can be deadly for cats. It might sound surprising, but yes, even a drop of alcohol or caffeine can seriously harm your cat. Their bodies simply aren't built to handle these substances. What's harmful? Alcohol, wine, beer, liqueurs, even alcohol in desserts, caffeine, tea, coffee, energy drinks, chocolate, and some medications. Mixed products like tiramisu or coffee-flavoured yogurt. What happens to your cat? Even a small amount can cause disorientation, rapid breathing, and a fast heartbeat, vomiting, tremors, seizures, coma, and even death, especially in kittens or older cats. This isn't an exaggeration. Sometimes a cat just licks a dessert containing alcohol or caffeine, and within hours they need emergency care. What to keep in mind? Cats are very sensitive to smells and tastes. Their curiosity might get the best of them if you're eating or drinking something dangerous. Leaving a glass or cup unattended is like inviting trouble. What should you do? Simply keep all risky drinks and foods out of your cat's reach, and never let them try just for fun. For them, it's no joke. Now pay attention, the most surprising item on the list. Tuna. Just regular canned tuna from the store. Yes, cats absolutely love it. Yes, you've probably given it to them before. But feeding tuna regularly can cause a vitamin E deficiency, leading to fatty degeneration. Your cat may become lethargic, suffer from muscle pain, and develop inflammation in their tissues. Plus, canned tuna contains mercury and salt, and it can actually cause food addiction. So don't make it a regular treat. Only offer it occasionally. As you can see, even the most familiar foods can be risky for your cat. Please don't gamble with your pet's health for a moment of pleasure. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. And let us know in the comments, were you aware of these foods before? Which fact surprised you the most? Also, tell us if you want a video about safe and healthy treats for cats.